Hello there, I'm Corey from CSG Design Creations. Today, we're going to make some solid color resin coasters. So let's dive in and get mixing. For these coasters, we're going to be using some new Classic Tabletop Art Epoxy Resin. It's a two-part resin that is mixed 1-to-1 by volume. We're also going to be using some mica powders. We have black, white, blue, red, and green. As these are going to be solid color coasters, I figured we'd go with some of the primary colors. So let's just move those out of our way. And let's get pouring. Now you want to put in your hardener, that's the thinner liquid, first. That way it's easier to scrape off the edges. Then you want to put in the resin, which is a thicker substance. And to prevent spills, just do a little twist of the bottle and let the excess roll back in. We can put those away now. And we'll just start swirling. Give it a good mix for a solid 3 minutes. Making sure to scrape the edges. Okay, that's nice and mixed up. We'll scrape off a little spatula here. Okay. So now we're just gonna divide our resin up a bit. Try and make it as equal as possible. It'll just make life a little easier. Scrape up the contents. Okay, let's set that aside. Okay, that one needs a little bit more. So now with mica powders, you just want to scoop a little bit in. Generally, I just use a popsicle stick. You put it on top and give it a good swirl. Now the trick to mica powder and resin is, if you want it transparent or if you want it opaque, you want to just check it on your stick. If you pull it out and you can still see the stick, that's what it's going to look like. Now obviously a deeper pour will be more opaque, but for a good guideline, just look at your stick. Okay. Let's put our lid back on so we don't make a mess. Now for the white. You want to slowly mix it in, otherwise you get clouds of mica powder coming up in your face. Okay, so I love this white. It is a nice pearly white. Oh, look at me. We're going to have to improvise because we need 5 cups for 5 colors. So we'll just take a little from that one, a little from that one. Okay. It's a beautiful red wine. It can stay a little opaque. Now, potentially the most overused color in resin, blue. Used in everything from ocean tables to ocean cutting boards to ocean chairs, ocean coasters. But I can't argue, it is a lovely color. And come on, look at that. And last but not least, nice turquoise green. Okay. A handy thing to have when you're doing a pour, paper towels. Helps clean up the mess. Okay. And here's the easy part for a solid color. We're just going to pour it straight on in. Now, because there are variations in the color based on how you mix it, I like to pour in the middle and just give it a little wobble, and that'll give it a bit of a flare in the color. sure we get it all out. And next, we'll go with our turquoise green. Okay. And with our intense blue. And our black. Now, this here is a mold for the coaster holder. Let's see. Less white will do it. Okay. With those poured, now we let them cure. So I'll see you in a couple hours. Okay, we're back, and we almost forgot one step. With resin, you're going to create bubbles, especially if you're hand mixing it. And with silicone molds, you don't want to torch them. If you heat up the silicone too high, it will actually fuse these resin to the silicone, and you will have a heck of a time getting out. I just use a heat gun. We'll put it on low and just pop all those bubbles. Okay, you may have noticed I got a little bonus creation in here for you. So we'll be back once these cure. Okay, and we're back, and it's been several hours, and these are now hard, so let's get to the demolding. With these molds, you want to just roll the edge just a little bit. You get all the way around, and then you can just pull it on off. And let's take a look. If you see, course gradation, looks like we had a bit of a mishap. There's a little bit of blue in that one, but that's all right. It's a feature. Okay. And there is just gorgeous. You see all the striations in there. Onto our turquoise green. Oh, a starburst. And for the intense blue, not bad for solid color coasters. Now molding this one can be a little bit more difficult. You want to get a little pocket of air in there. And I find if you just roll it, you need to get to where you can get the edge out. You want to be careful with the corners. And fold our mold back. Beautiful white. Those just sit nicely in there. A good example of some solid color resin coasters. Now, here's a bonus I made because I had made up a little bit extra resin. It's a new mold I have. It's a Faux Geode. We just did it with some of the leftover colors that we had. Same concept, just roll the edge over just to break that seal. Okay, time for the big reveal. Not quite what I had hoped for, but still pretty nice. This side might actually be the nicer side. Got some gold flake in there. And that is how you make solid color resin coasters. Have a great day.